Hello and welcome to the Arsenal Waffle. Obviously, looking back at yesterday, a massive win, huge win again. They're all going to be huge. For me to keep saying big game today, another huge win. They're all going to be massive. We've got some quite relatively, you'd like to think, easy games coming up, but they're not going to be easy when you've got a title running. But focus on today, focus on yesterday, and I'll be honest, I've seen people say comfortable 1-0 win, should have been more. And for me, they're all right. It should have been more than 1-0. It should. And it shouldn't have been as comfortable as it was. I heard a lot of the press on the way to the game saying it's not going to be easy, for Arsenal. If they go toe-to-toe Leicester, it's going to be difficult. As I said yesterday, they are 15th in the table, and now West Ham are caught up with them with a massive win themselves. But, for them to say it's not going to be easy for Arsenal, going toe-to-toe, playing them at a game of you attack, we attack, I don't understand how people thought we wouldn't win yesterday if a game was to and fro, like the Villa game. At the end of the day, the cream rises to the top. And even though we shouldn't have had that goal disallowed personally, Trossard's brilliant goal, it was nice for us. It was nice to be at a game, not worry, not panic, and enjoy being there, really. From when I turned up, we got lucky. My mum asked to go through a different entrance. They allowed it. And we moved from row V, which will be the 22nd row, down to the front row. And you've seen that I was right in the front. Crazy, really, but sometimes you get lucky. And then you think, well, if that's going to happen, you think your luck's going to be in on a day. First half, all down their end. I couldn't see much. The only thing when I say couldn't see much, I mean I couldn't see much down my end because Leicester didn't really come down. They didn't venture. The one chance they had was clearly offside with Iheanacho. But other than that, we were a bit wasteful. We didn't have anything clear cut. Even Trossard wasn't clear cut to an extent, but he worked the opening, put it in the top corner. I've already said everyone knows anyway it should have been allowed, but. People will be pedantic and go he was holding the goalkeeper, but the goalkeeper didn't complain until he was in the top corner he played on. And no Leicester player said anything. Was it clear and obvious? It wasn't clear and obvious because the referee didn't see anything, and it's one of them where if he didn't see it... Oh, anyway, maybe that is the definition of clear and obvious. Maybe I'm being an idiot. But you go into the second half, and I think that early goal that we needed, if it had gone on, if that was another 40 minutes later, you'd think that they'd sat on the edge of their own box and we'd have to work the opening. But because we got it so early, lovely play from Trossard again, and he played that through ball so quickly that the defender who was marking him couldn't deal with him, and anyone chasing Martinelli was never going to catch him. And the finish was Thierry Henry-esque with the, he's falling as he's hit it. It's in that opposite corner. Oh, he got trod on, and I actually celebrated to a point, but then I thought, we can't deal with injuries. We shouldn't have any injuries. That's not what we want. But he saw out the game. So, luckily, it was probably just a little bit of an impact one. He got trod on, played on, and like I said, it was nice and comfortable. We didn't really create much more other than Zinchenko. We had a goal that was chalked off offside. Martinelli was just offside. But to score 3 times and only have one count, and them having one shot on goal from Dewsbury Hall, and it was off target, you got to think it was a different way of winning yesterday. It was a winning that we had a little bit around Christmas. Well, it couldn't be Christmas, but before we went into the break, we was getting 1-0 wins, and you do need those 1-0 wins. It was the time where we played in the Europa League out in Norway. And that was a 1-0 win that night. And before that, Zurich 1-0 win. There was other 1-0 wins chucked in there. And even though people were going, well, we need to score more goals, I'll take a 1-0 win from here on out if it means that we win the title. I saw first half of Bournemouth City, turned that off at half time because I thought, what's the point? If Bournemouth turn up like that on Saturday, then we're at easy street. And if Villa can beat Everton, we stumbled against them, but I think ours was timing. It was always going to be timing. But now we at home against Everton, I would love us to put them away, but again, another video for another day. But I was looking ahead at the fixtures, and out of the next 10 league games, we play in London 8 times. You know, and our next 5 games: Everton, Bournemouth, Fulham, Leeds, Palace. You know, we really do have to win all them. Oh, we have to win every game, I know, but they are 5 games where I would love us to see 5 wins. You know, it's terrible that a draw is not going to be good enough, because you just wonder, is this where City turn the screw? And we have to turn that screw tighter so that they can't catch us. But overall, you know, what more to say? Comfortable, no injuries out of the game. You know, to win without starting Partey. He managed to get some minutes. He got, you know, Nketiah, if it's true, he's been playing with a knock. He got minutes. Trossard playing down the middle. That did work. You know, there's so many positives from yesterday that you look past the result, and again, it's a nice feeling going into Wednesday. Same team with no injuries. There's that rotation. That was only a little tweak, but these things need to happen. I would like to see the game where Saka gets pulled out, because I think he desperately needs a rest. And if that means Sporting Lisbon and Reece Nelson gets minutes, or Trossard gets a start, Saka gets left at home. You know, I know I'd love us to win a European trophy, but again, he needs a break. He needs to not play every game. But, you know, it's not for us to say. It's us for us to want, but it's not for us to say. But hopefully Wednesday, I'll be back on here on Tuesday having a chat. And like I said, there's nothing else to say. It was a nice, easy day. And Leicester just didn't come to the party. And if every team does that, then, you know, this could be a glorious season. But until Tuesday, and thank you for listening, like and subscribe if you do get this far in the video.